Good afternoon, we are back with another video to do with yesterday's investigation, which as you will remember is called 8 cubes. So I said to you yesterday that we would give you an extra video today that would have maybe some clues, some help and some advice for you as you try to do this investigation or try to get somewhere through this investigation. It's not a case of looking for a specific answer, it's about what you're doing to try and get to that point that we're looking for in this situation. So what I'm going to do first, quick reminder. I have a little diagram here for you, and this little diagram is a representation of 8 small cubes being put together to make one larger cube. Okay, and this is what the investigation was based on, the idea that 8 small cubes can be put together to make one large cube. Now, this is what I showed you yesterday, and I said to you that this cube had been made by putting together 8 small cubes, and that we had 2 red, 2 blue, 2 yellow and 2 green. Okay, now if you look closely, quick reminder, down the sides, these are your 8 cubes that you have got available to you, and this was the example that I showed you yesterday. So it's got the 2 red, blue, yellow and green, and I said to think about how many different cubes can you make using those 8 cubes. So what I thought I'd do today, rather than just keep showing you that one cube and say how many can you make, is I'd show you a few different ones that I've made. Now the reason I started with that is because you'll notice that each colour has been paired up. So we've got the 2 red together, the 2 blue together, the 2 yellow and the 2 green. But you'll also notice that if you look at it that way, it's got 3 colours on one side, whereas if you look at it there, it's got 2. This one, again, I've put all of the 4 colours together, but you'll notice on 2 ends, we've got all 4 colours, but on every other side, there is just 2 colours used. So I've effectively taken each colour, put it as a tower and put the 4 towers together, okay, to make a cube. So that's different, once again. Now let's have a look at this one. 2 red together, 2 green together, but notice the yellow and the blue are not together, but they are paired up. So we've got a pair of blue and yellow on either side of the green and the red. Of course, you could do that with different, so you could have blue and yellow as the 2 on the sides, and then put the red and the green together on the 2 sides. What have I got here? Nice pattern on one side with the red and the yellow. On the other side we've got the blue and the green. So notice again, if you look on the sides, you'll see all 4 colours used, and then on the ends we've got this checkerboard design. Again, could you change the colours? So instead of having blue and green together, maybe you could have yellow and green, or you could have red and blue. And what about this one? Well, this one is very similar to the one that I showed you a moment ago, which I've now lost, which was this one, which had the red and the green towers and then the blue and the yellow together. This one is the opposite way around. It's got the yellow and the blue as towers, and then the red and the green separated. Okay, so I'm not going to tell you that there's 5 different cubes and that's it, job done. But those 5 cubes maybe are enough of a start for you to be able to think about all the different ways. So you might want to think about each of these ones that I've shown you. So go back over the video, have a look at each one of these that I've shown you and think, right, with that one, is there any other way I can put those 4 colours together to make a different cube? Of course there is, because I could switch the colours, so maybe I could change the order of those colours. All right? So straight away you look at each one, you think, right, how many different ways could I make something that looks the same as that, but is different? All right? So I'm not worried about you giving me a total answer at the end of it. What I'm looking for is you demonstrating that you are investigating the different possibilities and thinking about how you can find out the total number of cubes that can be made. All right, so that's your little bit of extra help and advice with that problem. As I say, any questions, you get in touch with us use the email maths@oakfieldacademy.org. And if you want to show off your work, which we really, really want to see, so it might be that it's some diagrams or some photographs of you playing around with blocks. Maybe you're using Lego, actual Lego blocks to do this. That's great. Please send those photos in as well, and sort of tell us your stories of your playing around with the investigation. Okay, right. We will see you tomorrow, because it will be Monday, which means that we will have our back on with our weekly puzzles, and we hope to see you then. Goodbye.